She's great with one-liners. Someone said. She tipped her glass toward them, half drunk, smiling sharp. He's sweet with the kids, she said, swirling the last of her wine. But let's be honest, he's not exactly a man. The laughter rolled around the table, smug and full of teeth. I didn't laugh, didn't speak. I slid my card across the table and paid the bill. The receipt sat between us like a silent verdict. Nobody noticed the tension in my jaw, the twitch in my hand, but they noticed when I stood, buttoned my coat, and walked out into the night without looking back. 3 minutes later, a jet-black car pulled up beside me. The driver stepped out, tall, crisp, all sharp lines and mirrored sunglasses. With a practiced motion, she opened the door. Sir, inside, the wine-fueled cackling paused. That's when she looked up, and that's when the chill sank in. 12 years married. 14 since the day we met. I was the quiet one, the stable one, the man who paid the bills on time, folded the laundry, packed lunches, and stayed up with the baby when colic turned night into war. She used to call me her constant, her calm. Later I realized she meant her placeholder, her safe bet. At first, the changes were subtle. Her phone never left her hand. Girls' nights became girls' weekends. She wore a new scent, one I never bought. Her words turned short, her silences longer. At parties, she looked past me like I was part of the wallpaper. She thought I didn't see it. She was wrong. I found the text by accident, or maybe it wasn't. Maybe part of me had known for months. Not from one man, from 3 of her friends, the same ones who sat at that dinner table. One called me the live-in nanny. Another said I was domesticated into irrelevance. And the worst part? She laughed with them. She didn't offend me. Then came the final message. Her words this time. Once the kids are old enough, I'm gone. He'll never see it coming. I read it a dozen times. Then I smiled, because she was right. I hadn't seen it coming. But she'd never see me coming either. I didn't confront her. Emotion muddy strategy. And what I needed now was precision. Step 1, legal ground. I hired a specialist, not your everyday divorce lawyer. Someone who worked quietly, behind closed doors. Former military legal ops. Every move calculated. We started with documentation. Recording her absences, her spending, her texts, the way she neglected the kids when she thought no one was watching. Step 2, secure the future. I moved my assets quietly. Created protected trusts for the children. Changed beneficiaries. Wrote a new will, all without setting off a single alarm. Step 3, the narrative. At school events, I started showing up alone. Well-groomed, organized, present. The moms who used to fawn over her started asking me if everything was all right. I never said a word. But silence has its own way of speaking. One mom whispered, "You're basically a single dad already." Another smiled sadly. She doesn't know what she has. And still, she didn't notice. Not until the night she tried to humiliate me in front of her giggling friends. The dinner was my idea. I let her believe it was hers. She brought them, dolled up, smug, sipping overpriced wine and stroking each other's egos. And then she said it again. He's sweet with the kids, but not really a man. That was the last straw, and the trigger, because the moment she finished speaking, the woman in the black car entered. 6 feet tall, elegant, exuding quiet command. She wasn't mine, not romantically. She was part of the plan. She opened the restaurant door, locked eyes with me, and said, "Your car is ready, sir." The table quieted. I didn't look back, but I knew she was watching, and I knew her smile had cracked. 3 weeks later, the envelope landed on her desk at work. Inside, custody papers, legal filings, evidence, everything she thought she buried, dug up, dated, and bound. She called. I let it ring. She texted, "What are you doing?" I replied, correcting the story. Her friends vanished. One quietly removed her from a group chat. Another posted a quote about betrayal and masks. The hearing came. I didn't say much. My lawyer handled everything. Hers fumbled. The judge didn't hesitate. Full custody. Supervised visits for her. Weekend check-ins. She cried in the hallway. Not for me, not for the kids, for the control she'd lost. Because the version of me she built, the harmless, quiet background husband, was never real. It was just the part one played. Now I get up early, pack lunches, help with homework. Sometimes I catch my reflection in the kitchen window. Calm, strong, focused. Not changed, just revealed. She tells people I became cold, that I flipped, that I turned on her. Maybe, but I was never her babysitter. I was the one who built the life she tried to burn down. And when it all came crashing, I was the only one holding the blueprint. Funny thing about anchors, they don't just hold you down. Sometimes, when you let go, they take the whole damn ship with them.